Hello there, welcome to Sussex Campervans. Daniel here. Today showing you our excellent Vauxhall Vivaro conversion, the Manhattan MPV. They've got a thoughtful dashboard arrangement, almost all of them sporting a 6-speed gearbox now. Nice stereo radio CD with stalk control. Later models have got aux input and Bluetooth for the phone as standard. A serious cup holder each side. Do you know that's so important? This is optimised to take a can of Coke or a nice cup of coffee without wobbling and spilling. There's one each side. This cowl over the dashboard is useful. Do you know, we all put stuff on the dashboard because it's handy. Even if you've got a sat-nav, you might have a map or a guidebook or some ferry tickets, and you put them on there and they reflect right off the windscreen. On here, they've put this extra sunshade across, so you can put things in here, and you know what, they don't reflect off the windscreen at all. It's a good idea, and things like that, what make this a great vehicle to drive. Anyway, that's what they made, so what did we make? Let's go around the other side and take a look. First thing you'd want to do when you go in the back of your camper, of course, is put up the pop-up roof, the elevating roof, and that's really easy. It's on gas springs, so a little push, and it's like opening the boot on the car. The gas springs take the roof away from you, and it's a really easy matter to open it up. For daytime when it's raining, you could just have this front one open, and of course if it's hot and if you're cooking, you can open one or both of these big gauze vents at the side and have a howling gale blowing through the van even if all the doors are closed. This roof system is our own. We make it here at Sussex Campervans, and that gives us lots of flexibility. You can have the roof shell any colour you want, you can have the lining in whatever colour of trim you want. We can even make the roof tent in any colour you want. Well, there's a good selection anyhow. We've done them in orange, purple, blue, silver coloured. We've even done them stripy like deck chairs or even like a beach hut. And you might see those on one or two of our other videos. And you could have one too, just like that. You're not just stuck with grey. This particular one is done in charcoal peak, which is our standard. If no one says I want something else, this is the one we go for, and we like this because it doesn't mark easily, it completely blacks out the sun at night, and it looks contemporary and crisp and smart. Now, let me show you the interior. When we were planning this out, we really wanted to come up with a vehicle that would work well for families. Of course, it's great for single people and couples too, and folk who take dogs and other pets with them. But I was really thinking about families when you want to take more than 2 people. So we've got 3 belted seats in the front, so there isn't just one extra front seat. 2 people can sit up front, along with mum or dad or whoever's driving. And also 2 belted road seats in the rear here. And we can fit a lap belt in the centre, giving you 3 around the table in the back when you're parked up. This ottoman we've got here really helps to create a feeling of conviviality and community in the back. So you can have 1 or 2 people sitting on here around this nice big oval table. If it's just you sitting here, you can stretch out and relax. You can have 2 or 3 people sitting here to eat, 2 little or 3 little people perched here at the oval table, and 2 or even 3 at the back. And you know, it doesn't feel cramped in here. When people come and look at this model, they often say, wow, it feels really spacious. So a couple of us might be sitting in here and 2 or 3 visitors, and we can sit here chatting away and you don't feel cramped at all. And this is a big capacious seat with proper headrests. You can sit very well and relax here for a journey or to just chill out when you've got to the campsite. We've got some cupboards here for all your kitchen utensils. Simplicity is our watchword, as you might have worked out. So the water's done really simply with a jerry can that lifts out, fills up and pops back in. You can fill that up anywhere. You don't need hose pipes and special adapters. Fill it up, pop it in the cupboard and off you go. SMEV 9222 hob and sink unit here, very popular. So you can open one side or the other, or both, and close them down to look smart when you're ready for travel. Extra layer of worktop here is really useful. And we can mount an optional microwave here facing that way, so you open it across the top of the sink. In the back here, there's a wardrobe access 2 ways. There's a tambour door that lets you get to it when the seat's up. And here's the cupboard where you can access it from the back. We've got our cutlery space in here, above the compressor fridge, with 50 litres of space and a proper freezing compartment at the top. Now, another advantage about having this handy ottoman here, as well as it being a great seat and making a nice lounge area around the table, is all the storage. There's a handy space at this end here where you can pop all those camping bits and pieces you've got to have handy, but you want them stowed safely somewhere. And there's a big cupboard that goes right round the corner here, which you could use for shoes and wellies, you could use it for the duty-free booze, you could use it for pots and pans, tins of food. There's actually really quite a big space. It goes right round the corner to the edge of the fridge there. And also there's the loo. Now, we've often done this as an opening door, but these folk wanted it so it was really accessible in the night. So in here, with this cushion popped off, let's pop that over there for a second. You lift this up like that, and there's the loo. And you can leave that open all night, which is great because it means if you need the loo in the night, and lots of us do, young and old, it's really easy to get to. That can sit there like that all night. It doesn't encroach on the bed, and in the morning you can close that, push it away and drop the lid down, and you would never know it's there, would you? Now, let's talk about sleeping. I said we can have 3 belts in the front and 3 in the rear, which would be 6 people, but what use is that if they can't sleep? We've got the rock and roll bed to the rear, and I'll do a little demo of that for you. Unplug the table here, lift this cushion out, push the lever across, pull the bed towards you, and drop the cushion back in. And that, my friends, is the bed. It's 10 seconds if you're going slow. In the morning, of course, you hop off the bed, pull this cushion out, push the backrest away from you, and drop the cushion back in. And there we are. We're ready for the off. We put in steel reinforcing here that's fixed and bonded with polyurethane into the frame of the vehicle, which is supremely strong. I mean, let's just take one little section here and I can hang off that like that. Oh, can't do that too many times. But that was at least 14 stone applied as a point load. This is very, very strong, and that goes in as standard, so the roof bed will drop in easily up here, giving sleeping for 2 more people. We've done 2 and 2, that's 4. Well, if there are 6 of you travelling, I'm prepared to bet that some of them will be children. So this space here, the handy ottoman, it's just about 5 foot long. It's ideal for a child up to the sort of pre-puberty growth spurt, really. So anyone up to about 12 years old can happily lie on here. It's a great space. It's about 18 inches wide. And a supple teenager, before you get to my sort of age where your back's too stiff for it, can sleep very, very comfortably across the seats in the cab here. So there you have it. A supple teenager sleeping comfortably in the cab, a slightly smaller person here on the ottoman, a couple more children upstairs in the 4'6" roof bed, and the parents happily ensconced on the rock and roll bed down below. In the back here, this of course is the head end of the bed, but it also doubles as a handy place to sit and pop on your wellies or have a quick sandwich, or some place to sort out one of your offspring. And of course there's quite a handy boot area down below, and there's a bulkhead to stop things you put in there sliding into the front compartment where the cupboards are under the seat, and you can put quite a lot of gear in there. The gas locker is situated just here. This is set up for a 3.9 kilogram propane cylinder with a tool-free pigtail here, so you can spin this on without needing a spanner. Just straps in. Of course it's all approved with seals and drop vents, and a 3.9 kilogram propane cylinder will last a jolly long while in one of these vehicles. It's much bigger than a camping gas cylinder. It's a much cheaper way, better way of buying gas. We fit these pleated curtains on the window. These curtains are entirely blacking out. You pull them across, press stud them right into the corners. They're a nice tight fit, and with this curtain drawn, the light just doesn't get through. And it's grey on the inside, a silvery colour, but it's black on the outside, and I defy you to see through there whether there's a curtain, whether there's anybody in it or not. We can fit a curtain that goes right round the cab, or if you prefer, you can have a cab divider curtain that cuts across behind the front seats, giving you extra privacy in the back. Let me show you another Manhattan MPV, which we've just recently delivered to a customer. I've just nicked 5 minutes to show you this Manhattan MPV before Chris and Debbie drive away in it. Come inside and take a look. This is where the fun begins. So behind those 3 front seats, we've got an ottoman with lots of storage underneath. We can squeeze our chemical loo in there very comfortably. So we're flushed with success. Nice cupboard here. The electric hookup's concealed in here the power control PMS3 unit. So we've got two 40 volt controls, 12 volt controls, leisure battery and main battery. Leisure battery is located in a compartment underneath here as well, in a bit of what would otherwise be wasted space. This customer's gone for the sectional roof bed option here. We put this reinforcing system in the roof, and then this customer's gone for 3 upholstered panels they can put down in the roof here in different configurations, so as their children grow they can take the amount they need with them, you see. Very solid, and this will happily hold 2 adults as well. There's more useful storage under the rock and roll bed too. Push a button and there's acres of space to store things underneath. Isn't that remarkable? You can travel as 6 and sleep 2 in a vehicle that will fit in any standard parking space. You can take this to Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Waitrose or Marks and Spencer's, pull into the car park comfortably. It's not particularly high, it's not particularly wide, it drives like a car, doesn't burn a lot of juice. This is a true MPV, it's a multi-purpose vehicle. Lots of our customers have replaced their car with one of these, or replaced a car with it, and it's actually only about 6 inches longer than my Volvo estate. So very, very drivable, very manoeuvrable, not at all scary for those of you who might be nervous drivers. I think you should come to Sussex Campervans and let us show you one of these in the flesh, as it were, or in the steel. You should come and sit in one, put the bed down and have a lie in it. Bring your children, if you've got children, bring your spouse, bring the dog, bring whoever needs to see it, and have a turn. We're insured, you can drive it. I'll even make you some tea and coffee, and there might even be a cake involved. Come and see how one of our vehicles could work for you and really revolutionise your life. Is that too bold a statement? Well, I don't think it is, because if you could wring every last drop out of all your odd ends of spare time, days off, weekends, afternoons that you've got, you know, you could have a great time. You can nip down to the beach and take your own chalk ices and beer with you. You can zoom away on a Friday night and have a quick, sneaky break. It really works. Come and see us. We're in Horsham, Langhurst Wood Road, RH12 4QD if you're sat-navving. And wait till you see the Sussex Campervan sign before you turn off. We're on 01403 336369. Find us on the web at sussexcampervans.co.uk and come and see us. That's the most important thing. We're looking forward to meeting you and showing you how one of our leisure vehicles could change everything for you and your family. Thanks for watching.